In this video, I'm going to talk about how many trades should you be in at one time. Like, should you be in 6 trades? Should you be in 8 trades? Should you be in 2 trades? Should the trades be diversified? Should they all be in the same stock? How many different positions should you have, and what are the specifics? So I'm going to explain in depth exactly what I do, give you some tips, and then help you understand what you should be doing for yourself. So let's dive into it. This question came up because in my 10% credit spreads trading group, somebody asked this question, and I kind of had to go into it because I realized it is important. So let's talk about what's going on here with myself. So as always, if you haven't watched any other of my YouTube videos, then you don't know my trading sizing allocation, how much I put in for each trade. Now again, if you want to know my exact credit spreads trading system, I give it to you for free, link down below in the description, but I'll show you I'll just tell you what it says here. 1, put no more than 5 to 10% of your account into any one trade. How do we determine the 5 to 10% account? We determine it based off your max loss. So if you have a $10,000 account, so $10,000, okay, how much of a max loss can you have? So that means that, let's just say you're going safe, so you want a 5% allocation to each trade, so 5% max loss. So we're going to do 5% of 10,000 is going to give us $500. Just like that, $500, boom. And so again, we can use 500 as our allocation for the max loss. So let's say we're trading a $1 wide contract. How many spreads do we need if we can only risk $500? Well, the general risk on a $1 wide credit spread, depending on how much credit you collect, I'm just going to say is roughly $80. Again, that's if you collect 20 cents. But again, just for easy math, let's say the risk on a $1 wide is $100. Okay, let's not factor in the credit, just for easy rounding numbers. That means you can enter in 5 spreads with your max risk if you're trading a $1 wide. A $2 wide, now you can do half that, 2.5, but we can't do half a spread, so we can do 2 spreads. So this is how we define our sizing per trade, okay? This is how we define a per trade sizing. That's terrible. Can I go back? I want to undo that. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is how we define our max size per trade, okay? Using a 5 to 10% max loss rule on our account. Now again, if we're trading strategies that I teach you on this YouTube channel for free that have a 90% win rate, then this is perfectly doable with this win rate. Now, how many trades should you be in? Okay, well, there's 2 different ideas here, and I'm going to split this in half. We have correlated assets, which I'm going to say core, and then we have uncorrelated assets, so I'm going to go uncore, okay? So what is correlated and what is uncorrelated? Well, correlated means how likely 2 assets are to move the same. This is a basic understanding of it. So for instance, the S&P 500 index is going to move roughly the same as QQQ, which is the tech index, or NASDAQ basically. Why? Well, because SPY has a lot of technology stocks in it, so these tend to move the same. So these would have probably roughly a 90.95% correlation. A perfect correlation is 1, which means that they would move exactly the same. A -1 correlation means that they would move the exact opposite, and 0 means that they're not correlated at all. So if we have a stock, or for trading stocks that are correlated or roughly correlated, then we don't want to be in as many trades. So for instance, I trade SPY and QQQ on my account all the time. I only have roughly 4 to 6 trades on at a single time. Why? Well, because I could do more. So let's say if I'm only using 5% of my account per trade, that means I'm only risking total on my account 20% to 5 times 30% of my account in these trades. So I have a lot of free cash left if I'm only have 4 to 6 trades open. Well, guess what? These are correlated. These are highly correlated. So if QQQ takes a drop and I lose money on my QQQ trades, I'm very likely to also lose money on my SPY trades. So for safety reasons, I keep it to 4 to 6 trades if I'm trading correlated assets. So my correlated assets trades total combined should be anywhere between 4 to 6 for me. Now, why does this work out? Well, like I mentioned in other videos, I like to take 2 trades every single week. And again, my trades go out between 2 to 3 weeks. So that means trades. I can have anywhere from 4 to 6 trades on at a time. I hope that makes sense, but that's just a side note. Anyways, now let's get uncorrelated assets. So for instance, SPY and TLT are not highly correlated. They probably have a roughly 20% correlation. This is a very low correlation. Now again, this isn't the exact numbers. I don't know the exact numbers, but you can Google them, but it is quite low between these two, which means that if I have positions on SPY and positions on TLT, they're highly unlikely to both lose at the same time, right? If TLT loses, SPY can still win. If SPY loses, TLT can still win. If that's the case, then I have no problem putting on, let's say, 4 positions here and then another 4 positions here. So now I have 8 positions, which is more than my normal account size, but because they're an uncorrelated assets, I have no problem with that. However, let's use a more realistic example. I always have 4 to 6 trades on SPY and QQQ on. Okay, let's say it's coming up, I have more money, I want to get into a trade. Am I going to put on a position in SPY in the Qs? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to look to see if I can put on a position in TLT and GLD. Why? Because I kind of maxed out what I'm comfortable with here, and now I can look at 2 uncorrelated assets to kind of look into diversify. Maybe put on 2 trades here, 1 trade here. Now I have a bit of a diversified account and with my trades to look at. So, long story short, how many trades should you be in at one time? For me, 4 to 6 is perfect. For you, it may be different. However, as you're looking at this and as you're understanding it, remember what stocks you trade best and are they correlated? If they are, don't size up too heavy in correlated stocks. It's just going to save you in the next little black swan event. All right, guys, I hope this video helps you. If you're trying to become a better credit spreads trader, trying to understand how to make money as a credit spreads trader, click the link down below and get my free trading handbook, and also smash that subscribe button. I come up with videos every single day to help you become a better credit spreads trader. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video.